Hello Internet, I'm Yoli May, and I've been doing this for 10 years. And in that time I've done a lot of different things, so like I said before, I'm gonna go ahead and react to all the various clips that have been either suggested or or ones that I just felt like should be in there. Oh my god, it's me! So young. And, oh wow, in the house before I moved, the house I grew up in, actually. And, also, all my hair. Yeah. So, this was, the very first reaction where I showed my face. And I'm not gonna lie, I was absurdly nervous about this one. Well, because, one, obviously Yang was in this fight and I really wanted her to win. But it was also just the fact that I had only, done, audio reactions at the time. So, the fact that I was, showing my face for the first time, I was like, is this gonna go well? Is this gonna be received well? That's the other thing. That was, the main thing I was, worried about at the time. But it's probably, difficult to tell, but I'm genuinely shaking, the whole time, I'm watching this episode. And, oh, yeah, this is the scream, isn't it? So I'm gonna go ahead and just, warn you, turn down the audio when you get to the next snap.
Suggest.
I never, really will watch my audio back. I'm pretty sure this was all recorded on, my laptop's microphone at the time, as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and... yeah, there's the audio warning.
Yes!
Jesus!
I'm gonna have to put a volume warning in there.
Oh my god, the audio is terrible. That was, another thing with, some of my older videos, is just, I remember, going back to, my very first, Death Power reaction. In fact, I might actually pull that up, after this, but it's just, the audio is so bad. It's not, it got better. This was, when it, started to get good, although, like I said, I think this is pretty much just all, my laptop's mic. I'm pretty sure it was recording, my audio and the audio of, the video at the time. Not how I would recommend doing a video like this. But you do what you can with what you know at the time.
Yes! Yes!
I am celebrating Boomstick's, sadness about, losing Tifa. But, yeah, I still remember, the overwhelming, support that I got from that, reaction. It's kind of, a thing that, pushed me to, keep, my face on camera. So, that's also, another reason I really love that episode. Is just because of, what the reaction, means to me. On a personal level, really happy with how that came out, and I am gonna go ahead and search for this. This is just to prove a point.
Hello Internet, I'm Yoli May, and this
Oh my god!
I decided to do a reaction video.
Okay, not only is the mic quality really bad, but it sounds like I'm whispering. I think I might have been at the time because I might have been recording this late. I'm not sure, and I don't want to, like, scream or anything to potentially wake my family up. So, for all I know, I might have been doing that to start with. Also, I don't want to, like, yell, like, right into the mic. But... God, that quality is terrible. I'm actually amazed I got subscribers after this.
First one was Aaron Jordan. He was there cosplaying
Hey.
as Oobleck. It was weird asking, like, someone asking to have a picture with me.
That is really weird. Like, I've had that, like, a couple of times. Like, mostly when I go to, like, when I went to RTX's. And this was, like, the first one I ever went to, which, like... I love RTX. I'm gonna miss it. Trying not to be sad. Trying not to be sad. Yeah, this was like my first fan meeting. Then it was like really surreal to like be on like the other side of it, because I've met like people I'm a fan of, and it like first time it happens, it's like so nerve-wracking. Like the first time I ever met the voices of Team Ruby. I also, like, paid to have a selfie with all of them, and funny enough, like, I'm holding my phone, but my hand is just like this. Like, from the nerves. I could not for the life of me keep it still. Lindsay and Kara, they like, held it steady, for me. And then when I got to Aaron Zek, she just, like, took my phone off me and just took the photo herself. And honestly, I appreciate that so much. Because I was not able to keep it steady. I did meet her at a more recent con, MCM Birmingham, and I was able to hold my phone steady, solid as a rock. So, I got better at it.
I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like,
What's up, my old Blue Yeti mic? I think I still have that as well. Like, it's just in another room, like... I mean, I've got this one, just, like... suspended. Like, it's the same model. Like... I think? Might be slightly different, but it's the same make. Also, God, that glare. What the hell was I thinking? Like, it wouldn't be that bad if, like, this curtain was, like, pulled a bit more. But it's just like, yeah, during the day, like, recording that, it was, like, getting that glare through the window. It was the same with my old setup in my childhood room. It's just like, why did you have a window behind you, you idiot?
I'm supposed to ask someone else, like, what? Oh god, it was like, it was great. And,
Yeah. Also, hey, my old Ruby phone case. I also think I still have that. It's just lying around somewhere. That was a birthday gift from my brother. As is that duvet. My brother knows what I like. But yeah, it's like so weird and like I don't want to sound like an ass, but like I'm not sure what the right word is for like how like it feels, like in a good way. When like you have someone coming up to you and being like, "Hey, I'm a fan of like what you do," like. I'm not sure what the right word is, but it's a great feeling. Also, I want to point something out.
one was Aaron Jordan.
Okay, so Aaron, I remember I made this promise on social media once, like, First fan I ever meet, I'm buying them a drink of some kind. I believe I bought him a Diet Coke. I held true to that. Oh, we got a clip for one of my Ruby cracks! I used to have so much fun making these things. If I went back through them, I might be like, ooh, I don't know if I like that one anymore. So often the idea was, like, if there's, like, something, like, the thought of it makes me laugh, I'll, like, try and put it together, and if it still makes me laugh, I'll put it in. That was basically the mindset I went with. Some, probably looking back, weren't funny or just, like, were forced. And certain jokes might have been overdone. But, yeah, I think... Was the Bumblebee Crack the last one I made? Yep, nope, the Bee Crack was the last one. And another aspect of making those that I did love doing was the thumbnails. Just, like, any transparent image I could either find or make, and, like, just have something, like, dumb for the thumbnail. Like, Low Blakes. Which, I mean, it's me. There is one I want to comment on, and it's this, Penny, thumbnail. No one in the comments pointed this out, and I know, like, I would never expect anyone to, but what she's saying there in binary code is "bite my shiny metal ass." Because I made, like, a Bender and Fry clip out of a scene with her and Ruby. So, that's what that is. Let's see. Kate is watching Volume 6. I think I remember this.
We're protecting each other.
Okay, that still makes me laugh. I can't lie, if I were doing this clip now, it would absolutely be Volume 9, and it would be the kiss.
You, him, here!
just the text, I mean, how else was I supposed to do it? I mean, I could have easily just, like, not bothered, but, like... I don't know.
I need a moment!
Nah, I'll give him a moment. Also, I have to admit, I'm partly, like, pausing here because potential copyright. And, like, that's another thing that did sometimes happen whenever I did these cracks. It was like, oh, like, a copyright claim would get made, but my policy always was, if it gets claimed, I don't really care. Like, as long as it's watchable, then I'm alright with that.
I'm an adult. I can handle this. I'm okay.
I will have to comment on a little something. I'm just gonna let this next bit play out.
We were there for each other.
Okay, from what I remember, okay, first of all, again, if I was to do this now, that next bit would be, like, the scene where Weiss and Ruby, like, see them, making out. But also, not an accurate representation. Just, well, for some people. I mean, like, when that episode came out, when Blake and Yang finally kissed, I did see a lot of people who were not fans of Bumblebee, or like they were fans of a different ship. They said, I can't deny that was like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So I'm happy for those that wanted this. So yeah, kudos to those lot. Still a bit more of this.
I just want to say that I'm hurt. Oh my god, I just got a mental picture! Get out!
Okay. If I were to do this now, this transparent image, it would, well, see-through, I should, well, no, it's still transparent. It would absolutely just, like, be more like, the part where they're kissing in the Justice League, movie, or even when they're doing that, like, hand thing at the glass in the first one. Like, or like them blushing in front of Wonder Woman. Like, every time Will Smith, like, smacks his head saying, get out, it would change to a different one of them. Like, that is absolutely how I would do this clip now if I were to make it today. I wonder, like, I remember, like, I did, like, a compilation video of, like, ones that I was still proud of. For one of my birthdays. I wonder if I should do that again. Like, just re-go back through, like, all of these cracks and be like, yeah, that one's still funny. That one I like a lot, like, and do another compilation. Or maybe even just, like, react to all of them, like, and do, like, a little commentary. That could be fun. Let me know if you'd want to see that. Oh my god, it's a clip from the Nuzlocke. This was a lot of fun to do, like, the whole Nuzlocke. Was not sure how well it was going to be received, but... Okay, no, I was wearing that shirt yesterday. Also, speaking of yesterday, was hanging out with the same friend. Huh. Oh, wait, is it this bit? So, I'm just gonna move this. So oh, it absolutely is. Also, god damn, like... You couldn't, like, scoot a little bit into center frame? Or, like, have me, like, budge over just a little bit more? Although I think we also, like, brought that up before we started recording, so, like... I don't know. Are you playing Pokemon Go?
Maybe.
While I'm in the middle of doing this.
Of course. Where else would I be doing it?
I swear to God, if you get Solid another logic. shiny, like, after the 1,000 that you get, like, I don't know, like, how often?
I mean, like that one.
Motherfucker! Okay. Obviously, that's scripted. But it is based on, like, true events. Like, so I can't get over, like, this guy, he says his name in the actual video, Jason, is the luckiest SOB I know when it comes to shiny Pokemon. I'm not sure if we told this story or not in the video, a missed opportunity if we didn't, but, like, when we were kids and we were first getting to know each other, and, like, we were talking Pokemon, he'd brag about, like, the fact he used a Master Ball on a Snorlax, and... me being me, I used it on Suicune. Because I didn't want to put up with a roaming legendary. I was just like, nope, Master Balling you. Not chasing you around the region. Not doing that again. And one day, he comes over to my place, and I'm just like, alright, let's see this Snorlax you're so proud of. And when I see the summary of it, I see a red star. And I bring up, you know this is a shiny, right? And he just goes, wait, what? Like, he didn't know it was a shiny. And yeah, like, the sparkles happen, but he just thought that was an extra effect with the Master Ball. And to make matters worse, like, okay, well, not worse, like, well, infuriating for me. When he decided to, well, because he wanted to replay Leaf Green, he transferred his Snorlax to another game, started a new game, immediately gets a shiny Bulbasaur. Not to mention, like, he's just constantly getting all these goddamn shinies. And, like, I've talked about, like, getting a lot of shinies before with some of my other friends. Like, Bill and Sean have, like, heard all about him. But this guy... like... for every shiny I unintentionally find, he's already found, like, 5. Whether it be in Pokemon Go or a mainline game. Yeah, but I was really happy to bring him into a Pokemon recording. What else have we got? Right? Oh my god. Just noticing the Blake collection on my shelf. Oh no, the minifigures are like falling over. Like, what are you doing past me? Pick them up. Disgraceful. The Nandroids, like, of Blake and Mikasa fighting each other. And this framed photo, I still have that. Like, it's right there. Was really happy to take that to RTX one year. And I've also, like, moved these into, like, a glass display cabinet, which is also, like, right next to the camera. Like, it's just not... it's not an angle where I can, like, show it, you know? But anyway, what we got this time? Here. Oh, my reaction to Deku Asta. Versus... the confusion on my face. This awkward silence probably could have been taken out. I have thoughts, but... Okay, on one hand, that long silence could have been taken out, but I have thoughts. But anyway, maybe that's why I didn't take it out. Maybe it just made me laugh. But that reaction, it was kind of like, oh, Deku versus who dat? That's essentially what my mind was at. Like, oh, here's Deku. I know Deku. I don't know who that guy is, though. Oh god, just from the title, I know what this is. Oh, I don't quite have the hat yet. Yeah. I will admit, that's also, like, a reason I started wearing this, because, like, I just don't like, well, looking at this while I was editing. And this is after Link vs. Cloud. So. Excuse me for just one moment. Oh. That was a little bit off. Solid scream. Solid scream. Yeah, that was when Batman was revealed to be getting like a 4th episode, and I was just like, again. Yeah, but at least like that was like Hellbat, so it was like something different. Like I really just wanted to do this like just for the gag. Actually, I believe I come back in, don't I? Yeah. Wait, there'd still be video left. I would have to. Okay, got that out of my system. Just got that out of my system. That's pretty much why I did it too. Just, you know, get that out. Okay, now I can calmly just talk about this, essentially. Yeah, I think that actually got clipped twice in the build-up to this. So I'm really glad people ended up liking that. And I think, yeah, no, a couple of my friends used that scream for, like, edits. Like, I can't remember what video it was for, but at one point, it was like that scene in Lex vs. Doom when Doom goes into Lex's body and like impales himself before swapping back. And when Lex normally screams, "No! No!" My friend put that Y over it. And honestly, it works. Alright, this is from my Blake vs. Mikasa reaction. Oh, it's at the very end. Okay. I have a lot to talk about with Blake vs. Mikasa. I even have like clips from other things that I'm gonna play later. But oh my god, that video. One I'd wanted to make for such a long time, so like when it was finally happening, just yeah. Like I even still remember like debating what shirt I was gonna wear. Like when it came to Yang's death battle, obviously I wore like, a Yang shirt. With Weiss's, I wore a Weiss shirt. So I was thinking, do I wear a Blake shirt for her death battle? Or do I remain neutral, like shirt Weiss because I love both? So do I just wear a death battle shirt? But then I remembered one of the very first shirts I ordered. Like, this was like before I even got into Attack on Titan. I just thought this looked cool. I remembered I had like this shirt that was parodying Attack on Titan, but with Ruby and a Beowulf. So I just thought that's perfect. I'll just put it down. I still have that shirt like somewhere. I haven't worn it for quite a while. Not that I'm gonna have like a mountain of them. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. I have a lot of stuff to talk about with that fight, but just so happy. Man finally got the fight between two of his favorite gals, and one of them died. Yep. I will admit that is like the main part of like Blade vs. Mikasa that I'm just like, I got it, but at what cost? Like, the thing that salvages that, though, is that, well, at least Mikasa didn't die to a character I either don't know or don't like. Also, I just thought her other requests were just bad. And she loses all of them anyway. So I kind of just thought, if she's going to get into Death Battle and lose, I would want it to be, like, against Blake. Like, my favorite matchup for her, and just what I think like would be the coolest fight, which it was a cool fight. So I'm very happy that that happened, and I will be coming back to Blade vs. Mikasa in a few ways, because like how can I talk like 10 years on YouTube and not talk about that episode? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I even cry in like the actual video, like at least near the end where I start like thanking everybody. And I also believe that is my longest death battle reaction. It's like just shy of an hour, which actually I'm gonna. Oh yeah, by 10 seconds. Jesus. Also, good on Past Me for like doing this. Yeah, opening skit, pre-ramble. beginning of the episode, Blake's analysis, thoughts on Blake's analysis. Okay, that is something I like never do. Where I like watch one analysis, pause, and give my thoughts on just that section. Like, I don't do it because it would make the video like really long, and I don't wanna do that. Because like, what? Okay, honest question: if all my reaction videos were like this long, like, would you sit through all of them? I even did a separate one with the combatants a set. Like, don't think I needed to go like that hard. But let's just, because I want to talk about like the opening skit of this video as well. Once it loads.
I'm about to do an hour-long reaction to a death battle.
I got a little bit of flack for that. Because it was like just shy of an hour, but like it's close enough.
If this is the first of my videos you've come across, then I will miss the...
Reaching for my phone. I mean, I've got a general watch now, so I would just do that.
10 seconds we just shared together.
Like 13, 12.
For the rest of us, it's finally happening!
Yeah, like, I knew the video was gonna be long, so I just wanted to, like, have a little joke about that fact. Yeah, just felt appropriate. Like, just get that little joke out of the way about why the video is so long. What have we got? Oh, this. I am not gonna be able to watch this and take it seriously in any way. Okay, so yeah, if this is from my mate watches like RWBY Volume 9 episode 6, so I wasn't sure if I could do like full-fledged reactions to RWBY with the whole like Crunchyroll thing. So I decided, you know what, why don't I just essentially take a page out of Lil Karibo's book, just like recap it while making like whatever jokes I can, and also just like him talk about butts if ever possible. However, starting from episode 2 onwards, I started like recording my reaction, like just watching the episode. And if there's anything like noteworthy in the reaction, then I would just put it in the video. And oh, God.
Like a cliff.
I'm sorry, I can't look at myself. I also can't watch this clip without crying even now. I mean, like, the actual clip of Blake and Yang. Like, I can't not do it. Also, like, I'm fairly certain this wasn't... Wait, was that intentional? I'm just thinking, like, because the shirt I'm wearing, like, it's got Blake and Yang on it. I don't know if I was, like... Huh. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I cannot remember. Although, I had a good idea that that was, like, going to happen, that volume. Or at least... I was hopeful, so maybe I was, like, trying to manifest it.
And if I do it, I'm just going to
God.
fall.
Like, the actual scene,
think we're already
like, that's
falling.
playing is beautiful, but, like, just watching me, I can't do it.
Yang,
Say it. Just does way. Oh my god. You know what? Just for the fact that the clip is going, I can't not do it.
I think
I just how much I'm. I think I can see a tear going down my cheek. I mean, it's a bit blurry, but I can make it out. Now, okay, I've gotten like emotional like on camera a few times. Like I think there was, I think around like volume 5 of Ruby like was one of them. Of course, like Blade vs. Mikasa, as I mentioned before, and there was a discussion video that I did with Max, where you can hear the sound of me crying like in the background. Well, you can tell in my voice, but this was like the time I'm like genuinely crying, and this is admittedly something that doesn't really happen. Like, well, okay, it happens like when I'm watching stuff, but not like this. Like, I've cried when I'm like sad watching something, but it's really rare that I cry like this out of pure happiness. So the fact that this scene made it happen, and still makes it happen to this day, I seriously cannot watch this clip without like a couple tears in my eyes. Even just the beginning of the music does it. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where, like, if friends of mine really wanted to, they could just play the music like while we're out in public or something, and it would set my eyes off, and I'd be like, I hate you guys so much. Still got half the clip left. Like, the actual scene is beautiful, I'm just cringing at myself. There we go. Just let it out. Let it out. Also, fun little fact, another reason why I'm pausing is just so my eyes like don't get too teary. So back when Volume 9 was coming out, it would always come out on a Saturday, and I work all day Saturdays. So I wouldn't be able to watch the episode on time. So obviously what I would do is, you know, just like disable notifications on my like lunch break, because I think the episodes they came out at like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. my time, and I finished at 5 p.m. So I would disable notifications just to be on the safe side. Come home and put Ruby on was like the first thing I did. And of course, like, me and Max still like message each other like behind the scenes because, you know, we're passionate about this show. I mean, we do like discussion videos about it. And Ruby were building this episode up, and I was not sure what. Like, I had ideas, but I wasn't entirely sure why. Looking back on it, it's like laughably obvious why. But back in the day, I wasn't sure if it was like, oh, is it perhaps safe for this? Or is it like, we're gonna pull the rug out from under you and hurt you? Or is it gonna be like a massive lore bomb? Or like a huge twist or something. And when I got home, I pulled the episode up and I messaged Max, like, wait, this episode has confessions in the title. And he immediately like messaged me back going, don't read, just watch. because he'd already seen it at the time. Yeah, I can't remember, like, if I had a good or bad day at work, like, this day, but, like, if I did, then this absolutely, like, perked the day up, like, next to no end. And, yeah, a big part of, like, why this scene makes me cry a lot is because I've genuinely been shipping Bumblebee for, like, 9 years. In Volume 1, I didn't really ship it. I've told this story before, but, like, in the first volume, I shipped Black Sun originally because, like, the way Blake and Sun interacted, it seemed like they knew each other beforehand, so I thought, oh, maybe they're, like, childhood friends. Oh, that's cute! And, you know, thought that could be a thing. Later on, I learned that was the first time they met, which I thought was a little weird. It's also just me, like, setting up something in my own head and whatnot. But then, like, Burning the Candle came out, and I was just like, nope, I'm switching sides, Bumblebee all the way. There was a little more to it, like, nitty-gritty wise, but yeah. Like, been shipping it for quite a long time, and I think this was also, like, after I'd posted my first fanfic, which I might even talk about later. There it is. Wow, just... Finally! There we go. Right. Oh, we got worms! Oh, this is what... Oh, it's just me and Bill playing it.
All you gotta know about Marek is he did not have a very good childhood.
Fair enough.
Because...
Oh, yeah, I remember what this game... So I named my worms after, like, character, at least abridged characters that I think I can do a good impression of. I'm just, like, talking about who Marek is, because Bill doesn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh!, so he doesn't really know.
He was charged to be the gravekeeper of the Pharaoh's tomb, and in his family's tradition, they had to, I'll explain it in his voice, carve open
Okay.
my back and burn an intricate symbol onto my flesh.
Not the best abridged Marek impression, but I don't think it's, like, the worst. Then again, it's also, like, one of the things that I commend Lil Karibo for. Like, wait, no, is that the right word? No, that is the right word. Like, because Lil Karibo can do, like, so many different voices. It's, like, something I'm genuinely jealous of. Or at least I'm, like, envious. I'm just like, man, I wish I was that good at it.
That makes sense. Okay. No! Oh, I thought that was a platform!
The way he says, I thought that was a platform. Hold on. No, replay that.
Okay. No!
Oh my god, that is incredible. Whew. Okay. Oh, Among Us! I love playing Among Us with the guys.
Ah. Okay, I just got an interesting message.
Oh, it's this. Bill suggested this clip, and I'm gonna let
at the end.
this next bit play out,
First
and
off,
I
he's
will
fine, right?
explain some
Where is
things.
he? Where is he? Where is he? Alright, just gonna hang around with him.
We be scheming.
Alright. This is gonna be so fun. Alright. Okay, you're gonna see what I'm planning, and it's gonna be so funny.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, that was not part of the plan.
Okay. Okay. So what's happening here is Bill wants to like troll everybody, and that's something he's gonna do in like whenever we play video games. He's gonna be like the troll for content. It's kind of like similar to someone playing the quote unquote dumb guy for content, where it's like it does like make the video like more enjoyable in my personal opinion. Like I know like Achievement Hunter did that with Gavin. Like there's a lot of videos where he would just like play up being like the dumb one for the sake of content. So it's like a kind of similar thing. Basically what Bill wants to do is he wants me to kill someone, leave, and he just stands next to the body to make people think it's him. And obviously it does not go right,
Okay,
and I just
you're
want
gonna see
to
what
bring
I'm
this up.
planning, and it's gonna be
So, we have Sean alone, and obviously I was going to kill him, but I was not prepared for Bill just to, like, occupy the same space. You know what, I'm actually going to pull up just the full video, because what happens next is just too great.
so funny.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, that was not part of the plan.
I'm amazed it worked out like this.
Okay.
So, my mindset after I did this, like, I go over there, and because they're occupying the same space, I can't really see who I'm about to kill. I noticed that I killed Bill, and Sean's, like, still standing. So, in a panic, I just run away. And the moment the body got reported, I was just like, oh, no. Like, oh, I'm screwed. Because Sean was right there. And I thought, okay, so he's just gonna call out, it's me, and I've messed this up for both of us. The moment I see Z-Dog is the one who reported it.
Okay, so I was going to do the bottom oxygen.
It happened again.
When I saw Bill's dead body right next to the thing, and I see Sean walking away from it. Sean, would you like to explain yourself, Miss Good Sir?
Uh-oh. That uh-oh. Because I'm just thinking, wait, he's accusing Sean. Just play along. Just play along.
My screen is frozen. Again.
Oh
my gosh.
Okay.
What about the wall?
I just left that after I did bottom O2. I can only vote for Z-Dog, I'm afraid, because of how my screen is fucked.
I don't know if he actually saw me, though. So, maybe he just genuinely missed me. Like, and he said his screen was frozen, so, like, yeah, but, like, then he said he walked away, so, I don't know.
I can skip. I can skip vote. There we go.
Okay. Okay.
Also, while the old UI
I
for
apologize if your screen was
this.
frozen, and it could have been someone else. You just wasn't able to see it, but I am gonna say it's Sean right now.
Yeah, I'm really sus of Sean.
If you're only making
I mean, else I can fix my screen.
If Z-Dog is
Yes, I'm already.
I mean, alright, since you asked.
If your mate actually wins this by his pure luck,
I ain't
that
talking
would be
about what's going on
amazing.
Maybe me getting kicked out will make it normal.
And no,
Okay, it's normal.
I'm so sorry. Sean.
Here, you're muted. You've been muted this whole time.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Okay, so
This is going to be interesting.
Okay, so two things. One, oh shoot. Okay, so two things.
I actually don't remember what I did like for that round.
Two, is there a key or something I could use to report bodies? Because my mouse is just acting all up.
I believe one of the keys is able to do it. I don't know which one.
R button.
R, thank
R.
you.
Yes.
Was this a body report or a
Yeah,
button
that makes
press?
sense. I use a Switch controller, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I do that. Like, it's another thing about me is like whenever I'm playing like a video game, I have to play with a controller. I cannot play mouse and keyboard. I just can't do it.
Yeah, okay. So I found a dead yellow body in.
Oh, this was a body
security.
report. Okay.
Mate fixed lights.
Yeah, I went into...
No, you were meant to die.
electrical with you not long after the lights went out.
How did that not like throw suspicion on me? Because I'm just like, yeah, I went to electrical with you after the lights went out. I'm just like, how did you see me then? Like, that really should have given away that I was the imposter. Although maybe it was like, we were just like walking so close to each other. Like, it could have been that. So, I could have bluffed it.
At the moment, I think it's Z-Dog.
I haven't been there all game. I haven't really seen Carol game. So
You would say that, though. If you were...
I
how do I know it's not self-report?
yeah, exactly.
But if we were alone together, then you could have killed me like at any point.
Okay, so this whole time, I'm just like, my best bet is just be neutral, like, accuse both of them, because I'm so unsure of who it is. I could have just, like, ganged up on Z-Dog, like, immediately backing Bro, or I could have, like, tried to throw the sus on Bro, but then he could have, like, thrown it back on me. I think that was just my best bet here.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think it's Z-Dog.
There's
another reason I think it's Z-Dog, but I'm not gonna say it just yet.
I'm just gonna skip. I don't know.
Well,
Actually, crap.
You can't really afford to skip now.
It was
So true.
well, crap. I don't know. Like, it's and Carol. I mean.
Oh my
I was
god,
gonna
pass
say
me,
it's
just
not
vote
me.
for Z-Dog.
I've barely seen Carol game. I haven't really been to security at all.
Oh, this is the coin toss. I'm just gonna go for it.
Well, congratulations, you played your.
Okay, so I was just gonna vote for him regardless. I just wanted to, like, play up that I was so unsure.
It's probably Bro, honestly. I don't know.
Oh, I swear to God.
Wish. And I freaking wish.
I swear to God, if it's you. It's not.
My lad, you did it again! Yes!
You know what?
Hey,
Okay, that was some good acting, though. Like, I swear to God,
What
now
the fuck?
it's actually.
Yes! Mate, my boy!
Oh, you broke our pact, you dick.
Alright, so that all started because of a failed, like, troll attempt. So it was like, mission failed successfully? The fact I still won that game is, like, one of my favorite parts about this. I shouldn't have, but the fact that worked. Oh, I even left a comment. The best failed troll attempt turned accidental imposter win. Okay, this was like super early on in terms of like our little group playing Among Us together.
And there goes Winter. I think Nate's already up there. Oh, wait, what? What? You. Where's Z-Dog? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
That is one of my best kills. Like, not for the fact that it's just like, well, yeah, it's just for the fact I got away with it, but it's just like, was that strategic? I'm not sure, because I don't know, is that close enough to the doorway that the report button could have lit up? Because if that was the case, I should not have gotten away with that. But it's Proboscis' reaction, like, when no one notices.
Hey! Are you all freaking kidding me? Are you all freaking kidding me? I'm not doing my task. Screw you guys.
Like, it's the venom in his voice when he sees me. Like, okay, so I was talking to Proboscis about, like, clips from, like, any of our videos. This is one he thought of immediately.
Alright then. Oh, I have 3 electrical tasks. Oh no.
Where was the body?
Okay.
Where was it?
It was an
Okay.
electrical.
Listen here,
Nav,
you orange fuck.
I was going to say, I left electrical just before the body was...
And that has given birth to a thing that I do in Among Us to this day.
When
Let's go, mate.
I think
Yeah, so... I mean, the timing on that was just too good. It was just like, the fact that I saw him vent next to a body was just like, okay, well, yep, I know who it is. Or at least I know who one of them is, because there's 2 in this game. But yeah, from now on, if I know for a fact, like, who the imposter is, I'll, like, report the body, and then just go, okay. And if the imposter, like, tries to talk, I'll, like, stop them going, hey, listen you, and I'll say something about the appearance of, their being, and follow it up with fuck. And I would say, like, that's been foolproof, but despite the fact I do that, it has gotten, like, people have still voted me out, and then we lose the game. But yeah, this is the origin of me doing that. Oh, it's my GTA 5 Let's Play! Okay, so... Okay, first of all, that attempt to Ruby shirt in the game, like... It could have been better, but it's not bad. It's not bad for an attempt, like, nearly 10 years ago. So... I got together, like, 3 other people, and we were recording, like, us doing a heist. I think, unfortunately, like, the end of the heist, like, we did it, and we did it successfully, but the recording messed up. So there wasn't really... I can't remember if there was, like, no audio or no video, but, like, it was unsalvageable. So I just couldn't upload the end of it, which sucks, but... The thing I loved about doing it was just, like, this beginning.
Wait, shall I do my intro for this?
Yeah, I could do. Go ahead.
Alright, screw it. Hello Internet, I'm your only May, and this is my first Let's Play in Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm not alone. These are 3 of my friends. How do I have a wanted level in my apartment? Seriously, what the hell did I do?
You ruined your intro there, sir.
I have no idea how that happened. Like, to this day, I still have no idea why I suddenly got a wanted level. However, it made the opening, like, so much better. Like, that awkward as hell, like... I guess I'll intro the video because I've never done this before. But then that happening was just funny.
What the hell happened?
Wish I could tell you past me.
Right, well...
Is it because one of you guys are buzzing my apartment? And,
I generally have no... Has anyone else had that happen? Well, like, you're just, like, sitting in your apartment and suddenly you get a wanted level out of nowhere. Oh, well, but I am forever glad that that moment is captured on video. Oh yeah, this is from when I was playing Overwatch.
Finally!
Oh, look at that happy squid.
Ah.
Yeah, look at the happy squid. This happy little squid. He's just a little guy.
Okay, if this is the...
Little does he know he's about to be chopped to pieces.
Jesus, that went dark.
So dark.
That's just something dumb that makes me laugh, and I think my friends and we still, like, joke about that to this day. Yeah, I do remember, like, recording, like, some, like, gameplay stuff, like this in GTA. There was also, like, Assassin's Creed at one point. Like, I would do it more, but the setup wasn't the best. And, well, because of how I do, like, reactions as well, like, I'd have to, like, reset up my equipment, like, constantly. Like, it was down to me being lazy that I didn't do it that much. But I still appreciate, like, when I did. So I included this for obvious reasons. Turning my audio down.
Fuck yes!
Jesus, dude. Also, wow, pause editing me. What? You're supposed to cut this bit out of the video. Oh, disgraceful. Yeah, okay, so... Obviously, I knew ahead of time... Sorry, I got distracted by a comment. Here we see a British man screaming and potentially destroying a multitude of earthquakes. Well, if I'm destroying earthquakes and therefore stopping them, it means I'm a hero. I also just noticed the description of the actual video. P.S. Maybe want to turn the audio down a little when I react to the next time. Okay, so this is from my Black Adam vs. Apocalypse reaction, and wow, I think this was when this room was getting, like, redone. Just a random... I forget what this is. Well, anyway, oh, and this is, like, also, like, right before I had my first surgery, too. Yeah, I actually can't remember, was I, like, actually in pain, like, during this? Because, yeah, I know the next time is, like, Trunks vs. Silver, and that came out after, my surgery. I'm also just going to quickly, like, I guess, give a little details on that. So, I was, like, suffering from... I'm not going to go into details of, like, what exactly it was, but I was suffering from, well, just something. And it was even bothering me at work. And then one day, I had a week off, which was in prep for my birthday. And I booked an appointment with, like, a local doctor to, you know, just go and check it out. And I get prescribed some antibiotics. And they're just like, yeah, just take these for about a week. and if it doesn't like stop it, then we got to get you booked in for surgery. Which, yeah, first time being told that was a thing. So I was just like hoping that would work out. It didn't. Also, those antibiotics, I just remember, like, one of the worst, like, tablets I've ever had to swallow, because they just... I remember gagging, like, just trying to swallow them. But, yeah, my week off, it didn't fix it. And, then I find out, okay, no, I'm having the surgery the day as I go back to to my local doctor, and the day I'm supposed to be going back to work. So, actually, yeah, you know, so... Actually, no, the surgery wasn't that day, but I was, like, sent over to a hospital to, like, get it sorted out so I could have it the following day. So the day I'm supposed to go back to work, I'm like phoning and just going like, hey, so I can't come in tomorrow. I'm being booked in for surgery. And yeah, the hospital even advised me like don't go into work. In part because this is still like not when a particular virus was still going around. If it was like 2022, but it was, you know, being on the safe side and given where I work, like, good thing to stay away from that. And I remember like being in my hospital bed, like watching the preview for Trunks v Silver. So, yeah, a little behind the scenes. I have surgery after this video.
So what happening next?
So this reaction to the next time is just great.
And by downloading the battle music linked down below.
What we got? Oh no. Okay, so because of like the announcement that Trunks was going to be in Death Battle, I never wanted Trunks versus Silver. Like, I never wanted that matchup to happen because I thought, okay, it's just going to be a rehash of Mewtwo versus Shadow, no, Vegeta versus Shadow. What am I talking about? And it's essentially just going to be an excuse to like, just take the piss out of Silver, like kill him off, like that sort of thing. Because I am one of those like people who like Silver. So, I just did not want to see that. But I did see the idea, like, thrown around, which is what they ended up doing, which is Xeno Trunks versus Archie Silver. And I just thought, there's no way they're going to do that, though. Wait! Wait. I gotta rewind that. Okay. The fact they left out Dragon Ball Heroes versus Archie Sonic until like the very, very end. And someone made a meme template, like this face, immediately followed by... Wait! By this face. I still have that saved somewhere, I think. Oh, my discussions with Max. Okay, I love these videos. Like I love like recording them, like editing
Volume
them.
4 in the soundtrack.
Calm down past me. I'll get to you in a minute. And even sometimes, like, if I'm just, I don't know, doing something and I want something on in the background, I'll, like, throw one of these on, just because like Max is genuinely one of my best friends, and like I love doing these with him. And I believe, yeah, this is the video I was talking about where you can hear me crying in the background. Because, yeah, this is the episode when Penny died. And that hurt me a lot. And we basically try and like give Penny like the best send off that we can in this discussion, and even saying like those out there who like Penny is your favorite character, like I hate the fact you had to watch her like die twice, and now like this time it's essentially like for good. Or like if you ship nuts and bolts, and now it seems like that might not happen. And I will admit, I was actually this close to shipping it myself, like because I'm more of a Rose Garden person, but I was open to it. I was coming around to nuts and bolts, and I did get a little emotional, and we were essentially saying like, hey, if you listening, like, Penny is your favorite, you picked a phenomenal character to be your favorite. And this, I remember this clip, I was talking about this little theory I had for, Bumblebee.
Volume 4. In the soundtrack, we get a song called Bumblebee, which, yeah, if you listen to it, it's Blake and Yang singing about feelings between them.
Okay. So what's not in this clip is me explaining like the Renora parallels. So in Volume 2, there was a song in the soundtrack called Boop, which is like a Renora song. 2 volumes later, they had an intimate handhold on the way to Mistral. Then 3 volumes later, Volume 7, they have their kiss. So I noticed, hang on, Bumblebee was in Volume 4 soundtrack. 2 volumes later, they got an intimate handhold. So I was suspecting, like, okay, 3 volumes later, Volume 9, they kiss, right? That's got to be what's happened. And I was proven 100% right. Like, I remember I had that theory, like, during Volume 7 or something. Yeah, no, it would have to be, because, yeah, that's when Renora kissed, and I, like, look back at that pattern, and I'm just like, hold on a second. So I was really proud of myself for that.
2 volumes later, in Volume 6.
Just for the record, you never, at any point, told me that was the title of the song.
Oh, did I not?
You really didn't. That makes it so much more obvious. Now I feel even more dumb.
Wait, after all these years, I never said the title.
No!
Oh my god.
Well, now I feel even more stupid for thinking Bumblebee had a chance of not happening. Jesus, dude.
No, I feel stupid because I feel like I would have said it at some point.
No, you just said it was a song that you thought was about them. You dingus. Anyway, continue.
There it is. That's what I was waiting for. That is like one of my favorite moments I've ever recorded with Max. It's weird though. I feel like I would have brought up that song at some point, but apparently not. And like, for as long as I can remember, ever since we first started bonding over Ruby, Max is always like he thought like it didn't have a chance of happening, or at least it had a chance at not happening. So as I was like, talking about how I think it's gonna happen, and he's just like, yes, you said it before, you ship a weirdo. But I mean, it made a good dynamic between us, at least. And I think it was actually Volume 8 that got him to, like, come around and be like, yep, nope, it's 100% happening. Because of when Blake and Yang do that, like, head touch thing. I may actually pull that video up. Oh, yeah, here it is.
And
so, I mean...
This is not the first time they've done that, too.
Yeah, no, I mean, but, like, if you're not gonna say it, like, dude, I am.
I'm just gonna admit, I legitimately wasn't sure what he was on about. Like, I wasn't sure what he was getting at. Because, yeah, the whole time we're talking about, like, Blake and Yang say headbutt of love. And as soon as I hear him say, if you're not going to say it, I am, I'm just like, there's a pause in there, because I'm genuinely, like, thinking to myself, what's he talking about? And I just throw out B's confirmed, just because it's the only thing I can think of.
B's confirmed.
Yeah.
And the moment I heard him say yeah, I was just like, oh, thank God I don't look stupid. I don't know if I've shared that with him. Because, like, in my head, I was like, B's confirmed? Because, like, yeah, of the two, like, I'm the guy. Like, yeah. But yeah, it's always, like, so much fun recording these. Also just editing them and, like, putting Persona music over it, like, primarily. I might even, like, branch out and do, like, other video game soundtracks, but primarily Persona. Specifically Persona 4, because personal fave. Okay, so I was hanging out with this guy the other night, and he, like, suggested this clip.
Who might, but it's probably taken.
Maybe. Like, who knows? But anyway, thanks for...
Yeah, likewise.
Thanks for coming.
I best be off.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So, got work now.
Oh, yeah. Well, take care.
Alright.
Fuck that dude. Okay, once again, obviously scripted. In fact,
Nice to see you.
come back here, come back. Right, you're definitely okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. There's no bad blood between me and my friends. So when Bill vs. Discord was, like, confirmed at the end of 2023... Wait, no. No, that was the year it came out. Yeah, at the end of 2022. That's when it was confirmed. I met up with my friends, like, for, like, a Christmas get-together. And I was telling him, yeah, Bill vs. Discord's going to be in Death Battle, because I knew he was a My Little Pony fan. And I was like, yeah, do you want to be in that reaction? And he agreed. And I think I got the idea of that on that day. And I was just like, hey, you're... like, so I just asked him, like, yeah, you're right with me doing that. I told him the idea, and his immediate response was, he just laughed. So, all in good fun. Okay, so this was part of the randomizer I clipped. And the fact I can even still notice a little background detail. And one more false swipe, you're in the red. Okay, unnecessary crit. The fact that Mewtwo was one of my encounters, nothing, because I'm done with that move. Alright. Okay. So, earlier in this Nuzlocke, I encountered Magros, Articuno, and a Kyogre, and I wasted all my Pokeballs trying to catch them. I got them down to 1 HP. Actually, not with Metagross because it knew Takedown. But I also paralyzed each of them to boost the chances. No luck. So I lost those encounters, and a couple friends of mine gave me crap for that. Understandably, I guess, because it's just you have such a low chance of catching them, why waste all your Pokeballs? Which, I get, but then, if I just ran away, my brain would just be thinking to myself, what if the next ball would have caught, though? If it's a greater than 0 chance, then I'm just going to be thinking, but what if this one works? That's not a good lesson, by the way. There's an analogy for a gambling addiction in there. But yeah, when I found Mewtwo, I have over 50 Ultra Balls. And I'm so many levels higher, I'm just thinking, come on, this is gonna work. We have 62 Ultra Balls. And a Master Ball. I know Mewtwo's hard to catch, but I mean, come on. We've got this many, and... Are you kidding?! I actually went and checked. I had greater odds of catching Kyogre than Mewtwo. So, the fact this worked on the first ball was both amazing and also so goddamn irritating to me. Oh, so, small little clip, and this is something that I noticed myself on editing. Usually, before I'm about to record a video, I try and, at least make sure my bed looks, neat and tidy, the duvet's, over. It's not, screwed up, I just woke up or something. I forgot to do that for this session, so it's just that in the background. When I got up, walking off camera and just going that to myself, I noticed this and just sorted it out. So if you look really closely, it's just oh, 1 minute it's alright, it's like this, then boop. What? You said it all past me, just what? Okay, so the next two I'm gonna show, and this is something I'm ending off with. It's not something I'm in, but I just kind of wanted to throw this out there, because if you told me, you know what, I'm just gonna... stop talking.
The thin, widescreen Samurai Jack was awesome.
There's the cake moment right there. We just passed it.
Love that cake moment.
Yeah. Luis is gonna eat that.
Your only mate eating the cake with the still image. It's pretty.
If you told me 10 years ago that one day while making videos, I would get mentioned in a commentary, an official commentary for a Death Battle episode, I would think you are high. So the fact that happened, for Blake versus Mikasa, of all matchups, I remember watching that commentary, and the moment they said, "Oh, there's the cake moment," then Ben mentioned me by name, I freaked out. And for those who somehow don't know what the cake moment is, Luis Cruz, the animation director for Death Battle, at least that's what he was doing at the time. I don't know if he still is animation director nowadays, but anyway. So during season 8, if an episode got on trending, he would post a frame of the next fight. And so, like, when Hayachi vs. Geese came out, he was like, hey, get this trending and I'll give you a frame to eat or something. I took that as literally as possible. And I was joking with Max at the time. I didn't get that. Could you try again? Siri! No one cares! So I was joking with Max, like, should I take this as literally as possible? And whenever the frame gets posted, should I get it printed on a cake so I can literally eat it? And he and a few other friends, like, told me, yes, do it. So I did it. I posted a photo of it, tagged, like, a bunch of the Death Battle crew, went to bed, and when I woke up, my Twitter was, like, exploding. Because, like, they all saw it, and now that... Hang on, I'm actually going to see if I can go back. Come on, I can get it. There we go. There we go. This shot. The fact that this shot is now called the cake shot... because I took something so literally, like, that is, like, the best dumb thing I've ever done. If anything, because it got me mentioned in the official commentary for my dream matchup. But me getting mentioned on Death Battle didn't stop there.
Much this means to a lot of people, which I get, like, if you're not connected to these characters, you're not going to understand. That's just how this works, right? These are fictional characters that every person has their own connection with. If you don't have a connection with them, yeah, I can totally see why you would look at this matchup and say, like, I don't care. That's fine. We don't care if you don't care. We're just going to make the episode because people want it. There's always...
Exactly. Like, it's essentially, have you ever heard the phrase, like, one man's trash is another man's treasure? Like, yeah, the same with, various matchups. Like, I've looked at matchups and been like, I don't care. But someone out there, that is their dream episode. Or, like, those are their two favorite characters, and they're excited to see it.
Next episode. There's always going to be a next episode.
Until Wiz versus Boomsake. Which is inevitable.
Absolutely. Forever. We're never gonna stop.
No.
Let's see. Couldn't Mikasa win by using her power of a Titan?
No. I say this as someone who loves Mikasa and Attack on Titan. No, it would not change the result. I mean, it would make it closer, but no, Blake could totally handle it.
I don't know. That's the question says. Oh yeah, shout out to your only mate. There you go. He was a big fan of Blake versus Mikasa.
Oh, good.
I think I was watching this live. And like, usually if I watch like a Death Battle cast live, I don't really engage in the chat. So when Chad said that, I was like losing my mind. It's one of those things like, yeah, if you told me like 10 years ago that would happen, I wouldn't believe you. And much less what happened around the same time. I'm actually going to see if I can find that as well. Okay, I apologize for the poor quality, but the fact this exists, like I remember like getting tweeted at by one of the producers, Sean Hines, saying, "Hey, DM me," and this was right as I was going to bed, so my mind was just like racing. hold on, like, what is happening? And I just could not get to sleep until, like, I knew what was going on. And when I was, like, finally able to get that working, he told me, like, hey, we saw your reaction, and we love, like, how enthusiastic you were about this episode, and we want to show some appreciation. So, we want to send you some shirts. I believe this is one of them. Also, the fight shirt and 2 Blake shirts, the Blake Pride and the one with her and Carly. Like, I still have all those shirts and treasure them like hell. In fact, bear with me one moment. Not only do I still have the shirts, I still have the receipt. Because that is, like, one of the coolest things that has happened to me. So, I am gonna, like, treasure the hell out of every single aspect of that. Okay, so the next few things I want to talk about, they're not, like, YouTube clips. Well, there are a couple, like, clips associated with them. Not clips, but, like, anyway. But they are still, like, kind of an important thing about, like, about what I've done, because, and this is actually something my mum has called me out on. Back when I was in school, I, like, hated having to, like, you know, do all this, like, writing stuff, because back in the day, I thought, like, why, I'm not gonna do anything like this. Like, you know, for, like, English class in school, as in, like, reading and writing, not language. Little did I know it would come in handy when I decided to go and write a RWBY fanfiction. Which, well, actually, 2. And combined, it is long enough as, like, a legit book. Which, yeah, I wrote that, and this one, B Family, there's a whole, like, backstory to why I did this. So in 2022, actually, no, that was just when I started uploading it. So back in, like, near the end of 2020, I, like, lost my job, and I needed a new one, and I got one at, like, a warehouse, where I'd be working, like, much different hours, including, well, like, essentially, I would have to get up, like, almost, like, 2:45 in the morning, get ready, head out, and, my shift actually started at, like, 4:45. So, like, 4:45 a.m., and finished at, like, 2:45 in the afternoon. So, that took some getting used to. I did not cope very well. I've got a job that I love so much more now. Also, I'm seeing myself in the video. This screen is really bright. There we go. That's better. What was it? Yeah, so one of the things that I tried to do to, like, well, so I also couldn't really, like, chat to any colleagues for that long, because, like, it was a warehouse job, and they would, like, track your progress for how much you were doing. Not to mention there were cameras, like, all over the place, so I couldn't, like, banter with colleagues all that much. Not even during breaks, because the longest break I had was, like, half an hour. And considering how long it took to get from a station to the locker room, then to the canteen area, like, I didn't always have that much time to, like, eat food. And I don't think there was even a microwave in there, so I couldn't, like, bring a meal, like, from home and microwave it. It was pretty much just all sandwiches for lunch. I love sandwiches, but after a while, I want something different. So, like, to try and keep my spirits up, I would essentially, like, just think to myself, like, I like Blake and Yang, and made up a little story in my head about, like, them, like, in the future, like, post-series, like, post-Salem and everything. So, like, this is essentially, like, my ideal, like, their happily ever after, I guess. It was just, like, at first it was just, like, some scenes I thought of in my head that I would, like, play through just, you know, make myself happy. But then I thought, should I write this down? And I spoke to, like, a few friends about it. Max being one of them. I've mentioned him, like, a few times in this video. And I think it was him in particular that, like, convinced me to, like, start writing it. And then I started, like, making chapter upon chapter upon chapter. And then it just grew into this. And there's a few, like, parts of it I do want to talk about. Like, like, which one in particular? I'll do, like, yeah, from friends to family. So, I'll be honest, originally I was going to have this be, like, the last chapter of it. Because it, like, it kind of, like, just wrapped the whole thing up in my mind. Like, it was, like... So, Blake and Yang, like, have their kid. Yin. Everything's good. And, you know, there's talks of, like, more on the way. It's just... It ends with, like, just Team Ruby together. And there's, like, Yin with them. I thought that'd be a really cute idea to just end this off on. It was going to be, like, a short little thing. But then I got a couple more ideas. The very next one being, like, the chapter, Do You Believe in Destiny? And part of me hated myself for this. Because one of the things I ended the last chapter on was, like, there's also, like, that Ren and Nora are going to have a kid as well. And I started, like, thinking more and more about, like, okay, so how would I go about that? And one idea of mine was, like, okay, so it makes sense that the rest of Juniper would, like, regularly visit Pyrrha's statue. Like, you know, say, like, you know, what's been going on, and, you know, just spend time all together. But then I thought about, okay, what if that's when their baby was arriving? And then it turned out to be a girl, which it did. And I just thought, because of that, what if I have them name it after Pyrrha? And as I was thinking about that, I was just like, oh man, I am such an asshole. But it worked out, and people, like, seemed to, like, really dig it. So yeah, it worked out there. And this chapter 13 in particular, this was one I really had a lot of fun writing with. Yin at Schnee Manor. Basically, this whole, like, thing opens, like, I wanted to, like, essentially make it seem like a horror scenario. Yeah, I'm just gonna put myself in read it. There we go. So, like, Yin's, like, running terrified, like, away from Weiss. Ooh, for it to be revealed, like, it's it's just bath time, and Yin hates baths. So yeah, the entire chapter is just like Weiss looking after Yin, and I had a lot of fun with that. And I I commissioned a comic inspired by this, which it did not go the same way. I'm also just gonna pull up a dub of it.
Babysitting.
I still can't get over hearing Yin speak. It's one of those things that's just like... my heart. Like... in terms of, like, just stuff I've, like, made, like, over the course of these, like, 10 years of, like, just, like, doing stuff online... I'd have to put Yin, like, high up there. Like, I had a plushie of her made. In fact. It's just in this cabinet. Oops. Knocked something over, but I'll sort that out later. That's Future Mate's problem. But yeah, I had a plushie, like, made of her based on, a few images have been either commissioned or just, like, friends have just, like, sent those to me. And the fact she's essentially, like, just become, like, a mascot of just, like, my presence is... it's just so great. So, like, seeing, like, the reception to her be as good as it has been, along with many questions, seeing, like, artwork of her, like, not all of it I've commissioned, like, some of them are just, like, legit just fan art, which blows my mind all the more. Then hearing her, like, speak in something, like, I just, it warms my heart so much. Also, this comic, thank you, 18 Nonsuch, for making this as well, among, like, many others. There might be more on the way.
Sorry, Yen, but it's time for your bath. Your parents gave me a detailed babysitting schedule, and I intend to stick to it.
Okay, a detail I love about this comic so much is just Weiss's shirt. Number 2, like, crossed out 1 best on.
Yen, my bathtub is state of the art with speakers, bubble bath, jacuzzi functions, and get back here! How do Blake and Yang deal with this?
Good question.
Later, when the parents return.
Okay, so I remember, like, because, like, this is based off of B Family Chapter 13. What happens in that is Weiss bribes Yin with dessert to, like, get her to take a bath, and she mentioned jacuzzi and bubble bath. Don't put those together. Yeah, like, Yin floods her bathroom. Then, when I was, like, joking with Max, like, for this comic, he suggested, Yang chases over garden hose or something. So, like, that's how this ending came to be. And the last chapter I did of Bee Family was Yin's Semblance. Now, okay. So, her semblance is that she just, like, regenerates. Like, I know that's a thing that Aura does, but hers is, like, accelerated. And I've, like, described it to people as, like, oh, think of her like Ruby's Wolverine, except without the adamantium skeleton and a catgirl. Fun fact about that. So, when I was, like, just at my old job, like, trying to come up with, like, my idea for Yin, like, and various things, I was like, okay, so because she's Blake and Yang's kid, she's got to have black and yellow, like, in her color scheme. And I was like, okay, so what would her weapon be? And I was thinking, like, once again, oh, Blake and Yang, like, together. So I got the idea of, like, oh, what about gauntlets with retractable blades? So that way she could essentially fight, like, Blake with a sword, or, like, Yang with just her fists. And I thought, oh, that'd be, like, a really cool combination. And I started thinking, wait, hold on. Black and yellow, retractable blades. And I just went, oh my god, she's just Ruby Wolverine. Screw it, I'm leaning into it. That's the reason why her semblance is what it is. Because I realized I'm unintentionally making Ruby Wolverine. And it was just like, fuck it. Also, it's just, like, so, like, nuts to me, like, how, like, recognizable Yin has become. In fact, that's related to another comic dub that Yin's in. So, for a bit of backstory, like, yeah, I've commissioned AG Nodsuch for, like, a bunch of comics that Yin is involved in. And then at one point, like, I got tagged by her in something, like, in a talk about, like, just B-Kid OCs. You know, just confirming a couple of things. Then one day this comic comes out, which includes not only my Yin, but cameos from a couple of other OCs, and I kind of just want to play, like, some snippets of this. Yeah, this is a dub by Mark. If you like, you know, Ruby comic dubs, I'd recommend this channel. He has a lot of them.
Babe? Yes, babe? Why haven't we had kids yet? What are you...
Okay, so this is, like, essentially looks like AG's, like, little AU of, like, what she has the Ruby Cast get up to in, like, the comics that she does. But I just like how this is done. It's just out of nowhere. It's just like, hey, why haven't we had kids yet? Also, flustered, nervous Yang is just amazing.
I mean, other artists' AUs have had children.
Okay, and shout out to Jump Jams. These are their OCs. And this is, like, their artwork.
Why haven't you put a baby in me yet?
I like the editing on this bit of you freaking out.
But...
Hey, it's Yin!
They're too young, and just look at them! And 90% of them are probably named Yin.
Oh, absolutely. That is a fact.
That's me!
I love how casual she is about it. It's just like, oh, one of my mums just like tore open the fabric of reality just to prove a point. It's like, hi. Oh, that is incredible. Alright, so cycling back to the fanfic and stuff. So I was originally just gonna have it as B Family and then just leave it there, but because I also made like 2 other OCs, that being Pure Valkyrie and Summer Rose, I thought I kind of want to write just like these 3 together. And I knew I had to think of semblances for Pure and Summer as well. So it was essentially just like, okay, so what's stuff I could do? And I thought of, well, quite a few things. So the first chapter here, Pure's semblance. This was a... I had so much fun writing these. Like, because I was just thinking of, like, okay, so I'm essentially just writing, like, 3 cousins together. And I remember from, like, a lot of my early life, I would, like, hang out with a lot of my cousins, more specifically on my mom's side. And I would, like, you know, see some cousins like, on my dad's side, like, on a semi-regular basis, just because they lived, like, further away. Like, it's one of those sorts of things. So I just, like, drew from, like, some experiences there, like, you know, playing video games together and, like, sleeping over at houses and stuff. And, of course, like, you know, maybe an argument ensues, like, of course. And then I just got the idea of Pure's semblance. Like, it's like Nora's, like, she can absorb electricity, but instead of, like, becoming stronger, it essentially, like, fuels her in, like, an ability to fly. And I just got the idea of just, like, what if they fight over lightning dust, all get shocked, and because this is Pure, like, discovering it, she doesn't know what she's doing, she just ends up, like, floating up to the ceiling, like, what's happening? Protect the chickens. This is another one of those chapters where I did something that I'm just like, I am such an evil asshole. But yeah, it has a lot of, like, you know, the 3 of them, like, together, just interacting, and the thing that I thought, I can't do this, but I also can't help but do this. So in this chapter, like, well, okay, I should establish, Summer's a Rose Garden OC. And I thought, okay, so something about, like, Summer is that she likes farm stuff and likes animals, like, which is sort of based off a cousin of mine, and also, like, somewhat inspired by Max of Future Aids as well, including the pescatarian part. Huh. Never thought about that. But and I thought, okay, likes why it'd be really cute if that family had a dog. And I thought I would basically base that dog off of my childhood dog, which was a Golden Cocker Spaniel. But then for the name, I thought about this, and then thought, no, I can't do this. But then I started thinking more and more about it, and I was just like, I can't help but do this. So to justify it, earlier in the chapter, I wrote that Summer finds a coin and gets told the idiot, like the phrase, find her, pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck. Then, the family gets this dog as like a little surprise. So she names her dog Penny. And again, I went with Golden Cocker Spaniel because of my dog, not to make like that name work. It just kind of worked out. Okay, and Chapter 3, Trick or Treat, I have like... I have this like whole thing about it. So, I mentioned my surgery earlier in this recording. There was someone, I never like saw who it was, but I could tell it was like this really like bitter and angry old woman who was like yelling at the nurses and just like constantly swearing, shouting, and all that. And it was something I was just like, oh, I was even in like the bed next to her, like the curtains were pulled, so I never actually saw her or anything. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, shut up. At one point, I think a nurse even like went up to her saying like, hey, we've got other people like trying to relax, can you calm down? And she just shouted at him, I don't give a fuck. And then when I was doing this trick-or-treat idea, I thought, okay, so we've all had that experience when trick-or-treating. We like go to a house, say trick-or-treat, like in a costume, and it's this like really bitter old person saying, I don't do Halloween, get lost. So I thought, wait, what if I did that and based whoever it is off of that person before my first surgery? Payback. Yeah, so that's a whole thing. Like this really bitter old lady in this chapter who's the victim of a Halloween prank by Yin, Pura, Summer, and Uncle Sun, was based off an actual person. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about like every single chapter of that. I'm just going to say like that this is like a whole thing that's like meant a lot to me. Okay, so a couple of things. Mainly, I had to record this at a different point because my camera was running out of memory. Turns out I hadn't deleted anything on it for about a year. So, cleared up some space. I also went for like well over 2 hours last time, so need a bit of a break. But that works out fine because still have plenty more to check out. And something that I admittedly wasn't expecting someone to do. Shout out to Danger Man 1013. So I requested like, clips and whatnot with like the YouTube clip feature and everything. This mad lad decided, nah, I'ma upload videos like unlisted. Like, alright, that is going like the extra mile. Like, so kudos there. Let's check these out. Oh, Nerdbender! Man, I miss doing this with these guys. Like, Duo, Star, Amber. Oh, and Jara's on this one. Wait, this is RVB. Oh, so this is when we're talking about Red versus Blue. Oh, I'm wearing red and Amber's wearing blue. Okay. Wonder what this could be.
You only made. What was your favorite or funniest moment during that era of?
I'm trying to remember what it would have been. Actually, wait, what era is it?
Versus Blue.
I'm assuming Blood Gulch.
I would have to say, I don't think I have a set favorite. I've got like multiple, but the first one that comes to my mind is when Caboose and Sarge are in that other canyon and they're watching those other Reds and Blues murder each other, and Caboose is like, O'Malley taught me to be mean. I just have to concentrate and think mean things.
Solid impression.
Your soul is a mountain of hatred. Something like that. I can't remember exactly. I just have to think about bad things like milk, no, Red Bull. And such. Like, I never thought I'd reach the.
I remember like the time I had my first Red Bull. Jesus Christ. Very productive morning at work. To a point where someone thought I was just rushing, like stressed out. But I was just like, nah, I'm just hooked up on Red Bull. No, not the best tasting.
In my life where I missed Griff, but here it is. And Caboose is just like, now I'm thinking about kittens.
There we go.
Yeah, kittens covered in spikes. That makes me angry.
To this day, I have way too much of Red vs. Blue just memorized.
Just jumps down, says, my name is Michael J. Caboose, and I hate babies. And he just slaughters all of them. And he's even saying about crap like, I will eat your unhappiness.
Oh, your toast has been burned, and no amount of scraping will remove the black part.
Yes.
Amber gets it. Man, who would have thought, like, of this, like, of the five of us, well, actually, oh yeah, Richard's not in this one. Weird. But of, like, the Nerdbender lot, me and Amber would be, like, the first ones to actually meet IRL. I met Richard that same weekend as well. But, like, not what I would have predicted.
And when it's all over, he's just like, what happened? The last thing I remember was a very mean kitten. And then we were in this janitor's closet, and my throat hurts.
I love Amber just doing the motion.
Like, what?
I know.
Red vs. Blue, so good. And I miss doing Nerdbender. Like, one thing I remember I did wish that we could have done on Nerdbender is just like, not necessarily like stick to a specific topic, but like just talk about like just life and like happenings going on and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think there's something there, and I mean, I have like a multitude of stories working in retail that I could talk about, and we could have a laugh with, and I'm sure like the others have. I remember like Duo's a teacher actually, so he's probably got a lot of stories. Yeah, that's something I would love to do if we were able to do it again. Okay. Oh, this is from it's my Dio Alucard reaction, and recorded in a Premiere Inn. This was the same weekend as my cousin's wedding, who just recently had a baby, so congrats to her. And I know what this moment is. The thumbnail gives it away. The title gives it away. I had to say it.
Time, huh? Thanks for the. Ow!
Hey!
No, not on.
Okay, I love this moment so much because like at some point I just like stopped like bothering with thumbnails. I mean, I did one for Blade vs. Mikasa because it's Blade vs. Mikasa, like, obviously. But for pretty much every other episode, I just let YouTube decide, like, what it is with, like, the free auto-generated ones. I got this edited, uploaded it. I didn't wait to see, like, the processing and just what the generated thumbnail would be. So I just, like, okay, done. I'm heading out. You know, because there were, like, a couple, like, parties and whatnot. There was a wedding going on. And then when I checked my phone to see if it came out alright, I just saw that me holding up the shirt, the Time Hush shirt, was the thumbnail. And I couldn't stop laughing. Like, that's something that you'd think you'd look at and just be like, okay, that's intentional, because, like, you know, like, yeah, this is Liam's dream matchup, and the Time Her meme is his. Like... Had to be a reason I was wearing this. Yeah. I remember I did meet Liam at RTX, and... No, actually, it was, like, during the Death Battle panel. I got to my seat, I saw him on the stage beforehand, and just called out, "Oh, Liam, of course you're wearing that," and he was like, "Oh yeah, what else would I wear?" Like, he embraces the joke. Me and Max talking about Death Battle. Wait, so what's it? Oh, this.
And since it came out, it's so good.
Oh, also, I've told you about this, and shout out to my friend Yang the Insane for introducing me to this. There's like a text-to-speech bot that has a voice for Blake.
Yeah, there is, and you've been having fun with that.
I made her say that line.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry. Was that important?
Among many other things. That was something that, yeah, Yang the Insane introduced me to, and we would just put in various phrases, and a lot of clips came out of that.
Some lines come out a little bit more robotic than others, but
true.
That's one of the ones that came out sounding perfect.
And I'm so proud of it.
Yeah, so he's been doing that. He's been having a lot of fun with that robot. But man, I just...
Yeah, that's the thing with, like, text-to-speech, bots like that, although now, like, AI shit, But yeah, like, you'd spell out some words and it doesn't pronounce them quite right, so you have to get, like, really creative with just, like, spelling it so that it comes out okay. Yeah, that came out. That came out alright. Okay, this is when me and Max were talking about Season 9 at the end of that video. Like, you know, predicting who's gonna fight who. I'm pretty sure we got them all right as well. Well, except maybe Boba Fett, just because I didn't want him to fight Predator, because I wanted Predator to fight the Arbiter from Halo. But, oh well, wait, Make and See the Future. What's this?
It's gonna be better than that DBX, but let's not get into that.
Also has the potential to be hilarious, depending on what they do. Like, I want to see Vegeta try and pick up Mjolnir.
That... Yeah.
Look. I know Vegeta's a good guy now, but he is not worthy.
He is not worthy of the power of Thor. No.
Make and See the Future. I mean, kind of. Like, in the fight, he didn't try and pick it up. He tried to block it, and then it just, like, pushed him down anyway. Apparently there was going to be a scene where he's, like, trying to lift it, like, off his hand, but that had to get cut in the actual animation. So, I'd put that as making kinda see the future. At least I was like, thinking on a similar wavelength to the Death Battle team. So I'll take that. Okay, now I need to shout out Robert Curley 8406 for this long comment, various links and timestamps. Like, my god, when I was asking for clips, like, you got as many as possible. I've already reacted to, like, first reaction video, like, first face cam, first top 10. Oh, this one was old. Yeah, I think I made this, like... Oh, this was my old, like, top 10 favorite episode. I thought it was, like, most wanted, at first, but... God, this is outdated. What I put as number 1 again? Oh, it was Mario Sonic. Like, yeah, the original. Which I still hold that episode in very high regard because, well, it's the very first episode I watched, so it introduced me to the show. Also, I think the fight is just better than the remake. Yeah, what else did I have on here? Okay, honorable mentions. Iron Man vs. Lex Luthor, such a good episode. Deadpool Deathstroke, good. Yang Tifa, yep, still love that episode. Eggman vs. Wily. Batman Spider-Man, yes, Link Cloud. This would absolutely be replaced by the remake episode. Like, this was like post season 2, so yeah, there's a lot of episodes that hadn't come out yet. Which I love. Hercule vs. Dan, yes. I don't know about Green Arrow Hawkeye. Rhino vs. Soul. That one's pretty much there because it was the first one I reacted to. Yeah, I feel like if I were to do, like, a new top 10, a lot of these might not necessarily make it. There is one idea I'd thought about. I'm not certain if I'll do it. But basically, because we have, like, 10 seasons of Death Battle, and now Death Battle's going independent, and they're not doing the seasonal format anymore, something I thought could be fun is top 10 episodes, but each entry is my favorite per season. So, I don't know, that could be like a neat way of like looking back. Like, let me know if that is something that you would like to see. Like, maybe if I have the time and can be asked, I could get around to it. No promises. Oh yeah, this was my top 10. Yeah, this was like the last top 10 I made. The Death Battles I want to see. Which, oddly enough, let's see. Got the intro. Jasper and Horace. Okay, I still really want that fight. I think weirdly enough, like some footage got lost. I don't know how it happened. But I had to, like, salvage that as best I could. There's a point I make during this part. Hold on.
I think this could end up being the funniest death battle in the entire freaking series. Although, on the topic of the slapstick, I just hope they don't go about it...
I got it!
Like this. I hate that got a chuckle at me, but no, this isn't how you should do slapstick in live action. Like, the goofy sound effect, just no.
Horrendously.
Team Rocket vs. the Pilaf Gang. Yes, still want that. Sonic versus Archie. No, Archie Sonic versus the Flash. Which hilariously ended up happening. Kanji versus Beowulf, would still love to see that, or just a Persona 4 character get in. Okay, well, I know this is meant to be Zuko versus Todoroki, which, again, also ended up happening. I wonder. Oh, Aaron versus Wanda. These captions are like all kinds of wrong. It's like Wanda versus Aaron. What? It's Aaron. Okay. Oh, and that merges with like the fourth one. Futurama Planet Express vs Millennium Falcon. Yeah. Still really want that episode. Arbiter vs Predator. Yes, still want that. Hovey Broly. Got it. Loved it. Ruby versus Mikasa. What? No. Blake v Mikasa. Got it. Love it. Favorite episode. Yeah, I think that this was like the hardest I went with doing a top 10. It was fun like writing the script for this video. Took a long time. I think I started this like before season 7. Yeah, before season 7 started. And there were a couple ideas I had for matchups, but I just couldn't make something work. Like, funny enough, one such matchup ended up being Ryuko versus Shadow. I had like a skit in mind, which I did in my reaction to that fight, that I really wanted to do, but I just couldn't think of the rest of the script. So I thought, okay, put that on hold. And after this came out, I thought of maybe doing like a follow-up, like some additional matchups I would like, just so I could put that in there. But then Ryuko got teased at the end of season 7. So I was just like, okay, like, there's no point in even doing that now. But I was able to salvage the skit, which I might just pull up. Say, you know who's cool? Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sayonara.
Oof. Okay, let me try that one more time. Say, you know who's cool? Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sayonara.
Oof, that episode. Okay, maybe that like isn't. Ooh, yep. Huh. Okay, let me just wipe your minds of that intro real quick. Oh my god, the slowed down Men in Black footage. Right, there we go. Fun fact, those aviators I was wearing, those are the Ruby Yang aviators. So, just a little fact about that. Reactions to those matchups being announced. Okay, so I need to talk about this. After that top 10, like, the amount of matchups on that ended up happening, like, my goodness. I'll be sure to do that. But who's next? Yeah, you gotta get rid of this. Wait, okay. Oh, hell yes! Hell to the fuck yes! Yeah, so that happened, and very next episode.
Some TV merch at store.research.com.
Alright, what's the next time? Oh, Flash! Wait. What?! I just couldn't help but laugh. Like, that was, like, weird. Like, I do this top 10, get it out before Beerus vs. Galaxia, then, back to back, 2 matchups on it end up becoming official episodes. Like, that was weird. I don't have many other words for that aside from just how weird that was. And just a reminder, Ryuko vs. Shadow was going to be on this list. Right. And his
season finale.
For upcoming matchups, if you want to watch more stuff, you can click the button.
Yeah, my reaction was a little spoiled because they announced what the finale was going to be before Sanji Rock Lee came out.
Right around here, and you can always pick up some TV merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, because I know what it's going to be, and it was second on my most wanted list.
Yeah.
Oh my god, hey, that's the art that Max made for me. Of Blake and Mikasa fighting. Yeah. And of course, okay, so the Blake versus Mikasa announcement reaction is also on here. I did that earlier in this video, so I'm gonna skip over that.
Always gonna sync that up. Alright, fight time. I like how she was watching Wonder Woman v She-Ra. And typing in Hawk vs. Broly. Is that foreshadowing next season?
No, it's foreshadowing the season finale, you idiot. Yeah, and I remember there was like something pretty funny about that. So just after the Death Battlecast came out that showed that preview, people went looking in that episode and found that exact comment. And there was a reply from a Spider-Gwen account saying Hulk versus Asuro is a bad matchup. So people were assuming, okay, so is like at the end of the fight, is Gwen gonna, because Gwen was obviously gonna win, was she gonna like log on and just leave that reply after killing Batgirl? Which, okay, thankfully didn't happen because it would drag the video on a little bit. But I'm also thankful that didn't happen because I wanted Hulk v Broly. I got it, and it was great. And now we're getting Asura fighting Kratos. So, he got in eventually. Oh, and of course a discussion where me and Max just go on for nearly 3 hours. Well, okay, to be fair, we were talking about like a lot of Death Battle matchups, and like, you know, the big one was Blade for Mikasa. Still kind of like happy with this thumbnail. There's a little bit of like white here, like around this Mikasa render, but it's not that big a deal. I always like it when like the thumbnails like have the character in like matching poses, and weirdly enough, Blake and Mikasa have a fair few of those. So I had a lot of options when making thumbnails for this.
I have no idea what this is even saying. I'm reading a comment from somebody, and I don't know what point they're trying to make.
Well, what's the point?
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Mikasa is gonna win. Blake does not stand a goddamn chance. I'm sorry, but if you repeat Lewis, take a giant naked freaky man every day, and still work Stone Cold Deadpan, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to handle anything.
Okay, bet Mikasa versus Superman. But yeah, that was a weirdly worded comment. I don't know who Lewis is. And like, looking back, like, yeah, and I think we even bring it up in the video. I think they're trying to say because Titans are like huge, like really freaky, and the fact that Mikasa doesn't flinch while fighting them, then she should be able to. But she's just that much of a badass, which she is, to be fair. But the way that was worded.
What?
There it is.
What does any of that mean? I'm trying to understand what they're saying.
Wait,
who's Lewis?
I don't know. That's a good question. Who is Lewis? I never did find that out.
Like the first part of the sentence, okay, but if you repeat Lewis, take a giant naked freaky man every day and still work stone cold deadpan, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Running this through a translator 7 times. I believe the point.
Wait, hold on. How many times?
Every day and still work stone cold deadpan, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Running this through a translator 7 times.
7, okay.
I believe the point they're trying to make is if you can fight titans and they're freaky and weird every day and still not flinch, maybe?
Yeah, more or less. It was just the wording on that. I don't think I ever saw that original comment. It was literally just Max reading it. But hey, it made a funny reaction from me.
And I'm sure you could handle anything?
But the
that doesn't really...
Like, I get that. Titans are, like, bigger and admittedly more threatening than Grim.
Generally, I could believe that. So I think that's their point.
Yeah.
I think they're...
Yeah, no, that was their point. Okay, they also include a bit of my Iron Fist with Poe reaction. Shifu.
Next to the Furious 5, Poe experienced the classic Shaolin animal styles, which are martial arts. Tiger style uses ferocious combos. Monkey style has unpredictable acrobatics. Mantis style uses fast strikes. Viper style implements fluid movement.
Wait, these are actual things? Yeah, I never knew. I never knew that the Furious 5 were based off of, like, actual, like, styles of martial arts. Well, because I just didn't look into it. So yeah, that was, a surprise. And now that's just, on YouTube forever. But hey, I hope people get a laugh out of it. I never knew that! Holy fuck!
Which is sort of inspired by the real-world dragon style, but most
Dude, well fucking done, the team behind Kung Fu Panda. Not just for that, but just for making a good movie. And a good sequel. And I mean, I never saw 4. I thought 3 was at least okay. Okay, we got bits from my playthrough with Ruby Jade, that like visual novel fan game. I really, like, real quick, I want to get this out of the way. I've had like comments like here and there asking if I would continue this because like the game's been updated more and I just haven't done it. I won't go into too much detail, but my opinion of the game has changed a lot since I started doing this. I think you can even tell, like, as it goes on, like, I'm slowly starting to enjoy it, like, a little bit less. And I think it's kind of in part because, like, I know the guy behind it, he kind of, like, went off, Ruby as time went on. And just playing through the game, you just get that vibe. And it's a little bit, like, it was at least a little bit off-putting for me, personally. And I don't know, the way, like modern, like, stuff from, like, modern lore, like, you know, Salem, the Maidens, and everything, and how that was, like, tried to make work with what was going on here, it just didn't for me, like, in my personal opinion. So it just kind of just stopped. So that's that. And there's like a multitude more reasons, but I won't, like, this isn't about like why I stopped doing this. It's just watch clips from my past.
Thinking about this right now is useless. I toss my sight and close my eyes. I guess I'll take a little nap before the girls come back. Oh god, no, I remember this.
Oh, as do I.
I remember being so freaked out. You'll understand why.
God, the lighting is so bad. Like, it's the middle of the day, and I'm sitting in the corner of a room with no light on me apart from a black screen. The only thing illuminating my face was, like, my computer screen. Like, at least I eventually, like, got this. So, so there can be, like, some actual light. For stuff, that wasn't until, like, years later, though.
Damn, it's better comfier than I thought. I immediately fell asleep hard. Like, so broke. Well, that begs the question. Oh, man. Inconceivable. No fair, no fair, no fair. If this is so comfortable and I was tired, mentally and physically, why am I waking up?
Okay, they've
yeah,
shuffle until late 2011. I'm gonna go ahead and Jesus Christ, that is terrifying. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the next clip. Yeah, that's an introduction to one of the main cast. Let's see. Oh, this was like during. Oh wait, I think I remember what this is. I actually do remember liking
Shake.
This part of the game.
You want to be friends so you can mess with me? She nods. No shame whatsoever. I can't believe this. Oh boy. I remember
one of the few times Neo gets a genuine
Christ.
laugh out of me.
It's a lot of quick movements. Hey, what the? Let go of my arm! I'm not shaking you. Oh, okay, I was trying to read all of that, but whatever. Oh, that little ice cream head. Fucking. What the hell was the problem?
Was that intentional? I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce that word right, but I was like opening a can at the same time, so it like masks the way I pronounced it. Huh. You know what? Fair enough, past me, fair enough. I want a Coke Zero. Wouldn't be long until I swap to Pepsi Max, not sponsored.
Mark, you still on the phone? Oh, I get it. You and Penny got... Okay, again, game, trying to read.
I actually clicked the menu to try and, like, see what that was.
There it is. Did you just freaking bite me? What the hell, Neo? Oh my god, you and Penny got stuck trying to make the other one hang up foot. Yeah, okay. What the hell?
Does anyone actually do that? Like, the whole, like, you hang up first thing. Is that a thing people actually do? Or, actually, if so, do they still do it? Because I've never really got that.
What's you?
I hope that died out.
Made a new friend? Who exactly did you make friends with? A pack of feral cats? No, just one bitch.
Ooh!
Let me catch that. It's probably Penny. I heard that.
Okay, yeah, there's the laugh. I will give this game that was funny. Okay. I will give props, like the 3D like areas, like Kudos.
Oh, here it comes. Wait a minute. Is this a VIP room? Courtesy of the owner. Evelyn, how did you get the keys
I'm
for
just
this
gonna
room? I borrowed them from Yang.
skip because this is a little,
For a scent coming off her skin and her hair. Evelyn? Shh. For those who are unsure what just happened,
Sex. Sex happened. So... Okay, so... Just from my experience, like, being a RWBY fan, like, the phrase, like, this is forced, gets thrown out a lot. The thing is, though, like, because, like, part of the, like, appeal of this game is, like, the dating sim part, so you could, like, have cute events with your favorite characters, but the story kind of forces you into, like, a polyamorous relationship with Penny and an OC. And yeah, no, like there's nothing you can do about that. It is literally just forced upon you, the player. And I'm just left thinking, okay, but what if you're one of those who don't like Penny, which I'm not. I do like Penny, she's a great character, just not necessarily, you know. Or if they just don't like the OC, then whatever. It also, like, comes up, like, in other parts. So, like, if someone can say, like, okay. Like, people say, oh, this moment is forced, but, like, this is an example of, like, yeah, something is genuinely, like, forced upon you.
seems like I got a date. Jesus Christ, the guy in this game. Player!
That's one way to go about it.
Okay, I'm back, and I did what Trunks could have done. Team 4-star fans, you'll get that reference.
Yeah, I think I remember this. Like, the previous part, like, I had a cup of tea next to me, but it went cold. Because I just got so invested in what I was recording, I forgot to drink it. But by the time I remembered, like, yeah, it went cold. But I just cut off, like, when I leave and just, yeah, got the chance to make that joke. So last time I alluded to, like, going back through the commission comics of my OCs. This one, I already showed off the dub of. The very first one. This one... so when Yen's just, like, asking Blake and Yang, hey, so some Impure were named after people. Am I named after someone as well? And it just turns out, no, your name is a pun. Yeah. To be fair, like, not only do I think the name Yin, it just fits, but also, well, okay, in the yin-yang symbol, the yin part is the black part. So, that's what her name, like, alludes to, the color black. So it then, like, also fits in with the Belladonna name. So, there's a little bit more to it than just it being a pun, haha. But, yeah, it is a pun. You're yin and I'm yang, get it? You know, that's something I also, like, really love about, like, whenever AG does these, is, just, like, how Yang is always dressed. Like, the puppy hat and the best dad mug. It's funny. And, oh yeah, this one was, like, the first of Teen Yin. I might be going back to this, just when, like... When he comes back and she's got like the spear through her gut, like, I can explain. Oh, so good. And yeah, she was protecting someone and, well, got stabbed in the process. Yeah, I can survive that. Isn't that cool? No, we're talking to your mum when she gets back. Well, it turns out Yang's proud. Like, whoa, you can survive being impaled? That's awesome! Well, to be fair, it is. And also, ooh, scary. Okay, this one I had a lot of fun thinking about, and okay, this was all AG. Yen's tiger stripe PJs. They're so adorable. I love them. And funny enough, I mentioned the yin yang symbol. So I've also seen like the yang part is supposed to be like a dragon, and yin a tiger. So all the more reason that the yin name like fits. Gary School. Sick. And I love how like just this expression of Blake's just like, nope, I'm not buying it right away. And this, wait, what? Yeah. Hard to pull a sickie when your semblance lets you heal as fast as ours does. It's ooh. You're not gonna get away with it. I mean, we've all tried it. Like, just didn't want to go in at some point, like, whether it be school or work, and you just phone up being like, I'm sick, or you like try and tell your parents that you're not well, or like you can't go in or something. Like, we've all tried it, Yin just can't do it. Yeah, I do admittedly not get enough of Pura and Summer commissioned. There's actually a funny little backstory to this one, where she's just running around, finds Ren's coffee. I love the Pura no Pura yes from them, because okay, naturally Pura's not like Nora, like very like hyper, like very let's go kind of energy. And when she takes caffeine, no, she's actually relatively calm. Much like Ren. Turns out she becomes calm when caffeinated. Yeah, and that's how I learned that that's an actual condition of ADHD. I remember bringing this up with AG and her wife, RTX. They were just talking about the idea, and one of them just brought up, oh, so she has ADHD. And that's how I learned this is an actual thing. And I just felt like that would fit like Ren and Nora's kid like really, really well. Like, that's why I initially thought about it, and hey, learned something. And yeah, that is canon for Pura. She has a ADHD. Okay, this one, like, this is probably one of the most like hot-hitting ones I've had commissioned. Like, Summer being like, hey, I was named after Grandma, like, what if I'm nothing like her? And Ruby hitting her with, like, that line, I love you just the way you are. I really wanted that to be said, because I thought Ruby, like, one day passing that down to, like, her own kid would just be so cute. By the way, if this isn't obvious enough, these are all, like, like a post-series thing. So this is like future stuff. Non-canon, of course. Just something I thought would be adorable. Okay. This one. So a big part of the reason I commissioned this one was this. That is Kate North, an OC by Max of Future Aids, and the reason I wanted to do this specifically is because Max actually helped me like design Yin. Like there's even like parts of her design that he inputted like completely. So I thought, no, I really just want like stuff of like ROCs like together. So that's why I asked if she could like appear in this. Which was great. And yeah, they go into a fight at school, which like Yang got called out for. I love Yang being like, okay, but did she win though? Like, yeah, she got in a fight, but did she win? And turns out, yes. I love that smile. Now, okay. Okay, so I got the idea for this one, when I was just thinking back to, like, the very first one when, Weiss couldn't get Yin to, take a bath, and I thought, what other babysitting shenanigans, could there be? And part of me feels bad for this one, but at the same time, it's just too funny. Also, 2 piercings on, Blake's right ear. Aging Unsuch called the that part of her vacuo design. So that's really awesome. They come home and just the massacre of Team Sun. I did see people point this out. Neptune got the worst end of the stick. Ooh, just like face down on the floor, just out. And it turns out, yeah, she just don't want to go to bed. And yeah, that is canon. Yin kicked the shit out of Team Sun at just like 7 years old or something. This one, I really wanted like the 3 of them like together in something. And I thought, okay, this could be like a good subversion. So we got Grim coming, and they just pull out weapons, and Yin just gets shades and gets abs, which are a part of her team design. Pura whips out an axe. Summer whips out a scythe, and ooh, I love that smirk. Vassal is about to take place. They're just playing. They're just playing little action figures, and that's like in their minds. Also, I love how Yang's just wearing a DILF shirt in the end of that. But I also wanted to like do like stuff that goes into like more of like Pura and like hopefully Summer later. I actually do have something in mind for Summer, which I might do at some point. Because I had their semblances revealed as well. And yeah, just loaded with electricity, like takes off in the sky. And just I don't waste. just enjoying your coffee, and suddenly there's a kid flying past your window. And this was like the last one I did, where Yin is told that she's gonna have a baby brother. And there's Lian Xiaolong, and I need to talk about this name and why I love it way too much. So I originally had something else in mind for like Lian, like name-wise, but I scrapped it because I just thought, no, that's not good. And when I was like looking for, okay, so what names could like translate to yellow or like could mean something that you would associate with the color yellow? And then I came across Lian, which means sun, as in, you know, the sun, which is, you know, sorry. Which you would associate with the color yellow. And because it translates to sun, it fits with like the Xiaolong like dragon name. And on top of that, it sounds like lion, which is another cat. And his trait, he's got cat feet. Also, like claws in his hands, like through his fingernails, just like his granddad. And I love the shot of just like Wes coming in, where's my nephew? And she's holding a little lion plush. I actually never told AG, like, the reasoning behind the name. I guess she just put it together, which, to be fair, isn't hard. Lian. Yeah, I've done, like, so much, like, I've worked really hard on just, like, writing, like, the fanfic introducing, these OCs and, you know, building on them more and more. And it got to a point, like, I mentioned this before, where people have, like, legit just done fan art, which is insane. Like, I got this one, by Lucario Maniac on Twitter. Like, this just popped up randomly, and I love it. It's, like, Yin in a teen design. And she's got, like, the gauntlets, like, with the claws extended. She's got her fire pants. Like, that... Just the fire, like, trousers, like, fire pants, like... I love that about her design. It's just so cool. Then on Christmas, I got this from, Zexel in, Max and Future Aid's, Discord server. And the Mad Lad, like, went and did art of, like, various people's OCs, and mine was just in there with him, and I thought, oh my god, that is so cool. I love Pura's, like, pose and face here. That's... You can just, like, see, like, Nora in there. It's great. At some point I need to get, like, the teen looks of, like, Pura and Summer done at some point. Like, I have the designs. I just need to, like... I just need to get renders made. One day. But, alright, that is... I believe that is everything. Like, that's all the clips up into me. That's all the links that were in the comments. Thank you, everyone who, like, sent me something like that, who, like, made a clip, who left a link in the comments, just leaving a comment in general. Or, like, messaged me, just like, hey, here's a clip on someone else's channel, or to some of my friends who, like, when talking about this idea, was just like, oh yeah, here's a funny moment that should absolutely be included in there. There was a lot that I just went and did by myself, because I just thought, like, yeah, those are worth talking about and addressing. But I hope you've enjoyed this little trip down memory lane, and 10 years of doing this, and I've done a lot of different stuff. Got quite the following. Did some things that I never thought myself capable. And the fact that people just, like, genuinely, like, enjoy it, like, I can't express how, like, incredible that feels. So, if you've liked, like, my Death Battle reactions, the RWBY reactions, the RWBY cracks, the RWBY discussions I do with Max, Lads Discuss Death Battle, anytime I've been on Robustcast, like, whether it be Death Battle Edition or RWBY Edition, the fanfics I wrote, the comics that I got commissioned, like, literally anything I did. If you've, like, enjoyed, like, any aspect of that, like, thank you so much. The fact that, like, you know, people have, like, enjoyed it, like, means so much to me. And I don't really have any. I have a can that I'm drinking out of here. So here's to the future. And you know what? Cheers. I'll see you in whatever I do next. Have a good day.